I had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. When I was 10, I almost lost it in Davy's yard. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Nothing's left of my foolproof plan, but bitter times make a better man. No one to talk to, no one understands what I think I'm living through. At least I still have mom and dad. Wish I could show them something real, but it's like I'm a beggar in the ragged line, waiting for the meager federal seal. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. When I was 10, I almost lost it in Davy's yard. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Everyone has fair intentions when they're laying their advice on my shoulders, and I wonder if there was ever anything I should have listened to twice. But I'm holding on to a vision that won't read the honest score. I try to say it's my passion, and I pray that next week there'll be just a little more. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. When I was 10, I almost lost it in Davy's yard. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. The mint conditions round a healthy range. The whole year's just 100 more. The other rookies from 78 feeling sore, 'cause they're all just pocket change. The kindly dealer hesitated, said it should stay in my family name. I told him bachelors don't believe in legends. They hated me in Brantford anyways. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. When I was 10, I almost lost it in Davy's yard. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Well, is he silent on the veranda, watching the city breathe? Does he pine for a frosty crystal, or did he always want to leave? In my dream, I seek his forgiveness for depriving my unborn son. He says that's all right, he can buy it back, 'cause I decree he'll be the next one. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. When I was 10, I almost lost it in Davy's yard. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Yes, my fortunes are falling hard. Well, I still got all my Star Wars Imperial Guards. I had to sell my Gretzky card. Had to sell my Gretzky card. Rock. Rock. I'll now let you see the candle wax on my leg. It's so oogie. I was merely trying to light it for Paul so they wouldn't have to worry about it. And that's what I get. That's what I get. I love Kim Hughes from Now Magazine. She once gave me the nicest write-up I have ever seen. I haven't ever gotten any kind of press since then, but surely when I'm worthy, she'll want an interview again. I love Kim Hughes from Now Magazine. She's a noble journalist inside a crankin' beauty queen. Probably she's living with some multi-millionaire, but when I'm really famous, she'll want to run her fingers through my thinning hair. Double dare. Kim Hughes, it's yous that I choose. Kim Hughes, help me lose these blues. I've paid my dues. I'm taking your seduction cruise. I love Kim Hughes from Now Magazine. She's gotta have the hippest byline in the music scene. Mostly the media just wants you when you're hot, but Kimmy loves an underdog, so I won't be forgot. 10, out of 10. Kim Hughes, I'll peruse your news. Kim Hughes, help me lose these blues. I've paid my dues. I'm taking your seduction cruise. I love Kim Hughes from Now Magazine. 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 Once give me the nicest write-up I have ever seen. I haven't ever gotten any kind of press since then, but surely when I'm worthy, she'll want an interview again. Kim, your name's at the door till the bitter end. I love Kim Hughes from Now Magazine. It's true. Thank you. That song was written after she gave me a review for the 1998 North by Northeast Music Festival in Toronto. So I kept contacting her thinking that this was my in. She's never written about me since. I even told her I wrote this song for her, and she wouldn't even come out to a show. I typed up the lyrics, I framed them, and I was going to present them to her at the show. She never showed up. Why didn't she show up, Paul? Okay. No one will tell me why she never showed up. I didn't have any on my leg then. It was on my shirt. And I thought it looked attractive. A bitch. It's alright, I have a magic marker at home. I'll just fix it. Don't laugh, I've done that before. It's very effective. This is a song about a very minor figure in British history. She's not even in any wax museum. There you go. You little prick. The song is called Amy Dudley. Amy Dudley, I know we would have gotten on well. Amy Dudley, we've got a common story to tell. Was your husband swept away by loyalty in wealthy days, just like my woman left my side for caviar and limo rides? Amy Dudley, I know we would have gotten on well. Amy Dudley, how could you ever handle the pain? Amy Dudley, they say those two were wrongfully blamed. What did you say? You and I both understand we're left alone with empty hands, looking from outside the lines, our wasted years get left behind. Amy Dudley, how could we ever handle the pain? I was distracted by the curiously erotic sensation I have on my right leg here at this point. It's true. Amy Dudley, the legend tells us you'll never rest. Amy Dudley, until someone can cherish you best. Well, do you still believe it's true? Will someone worthy come for you? It's worth the trouble, I agree, to find another who shares your dreams. Maybe you're waiting for me. We'll see. Amy Dudley, Amy Dudley, someday we'll find a beautiful rest. A beautiful rest. I'm telling you. It was either that or one of the bass cabinets, but then I thought, that's why the bass cabinets were working for you, Paul, because other people had taken them apart and used them for drinks. They are. When you're a stranger. Okay. Shit. I used to be able to spin it all the way around. Okay. We'll work on that. What happened to the last recording? Didn't you record me? Okay. So I can record all my licks if I want to, right? There's another one I know too. There's another storm on the way. Cold and lonely wind blows again. My little baby boy, you just have to believe. Our Lord who changes all things always. You just know that the season will roll around again. You haven't seen your first summer, but no more crying needs you do. I tell you about the springtime in the dead of this winter midnight. I tell you about the leaves growing once again. I tell you about the good times in the darkness of this snowy midnight. My baby boy, just believe winter's over soon. Your mama would have loved you. She would have put her loving arms around you. But for you, my only son, that chance has gone away. So it's just you now against the world. But I think I'll manage all right now. You're sleeping peaceful now. Maybe I can too. I tell you about the springtime in the dead of this winter midnight. Tell me about the leaves growing once again. I tell you about the good times in the darkness of this snowy midnight. I know it's not over. Winter's over soon. How disbelieve winter's over soon. How disbelieve winter's over soon. Thank you. Thought the ladder just moved closer to me there. Stalking me. This song is about stupid men. So I guess we can all relate, right? Me here on stage and both of you out there in the audience. Right on. The song is called Bugger Off. When you're feeling kind of lonely and the basement's 2 floors up and everything that you've ever dreamed of has turned into a big, steaming, putrid piece of muck, I know that you'll come stumbling, 'cause I'm supposed to be your friend. But if you're expecting another brawny shoulder to cry on, I'm afraid that this charade must end. And I don't even care whether or not you have one more single solitary hair on your wimpy body. Hello. Yes, I'm sure that the entire world's trying to throw you off the great conspiracy calls, but as it's written in the bathroom stalls, bugger off. Why don't you go slobber in someone else's trough? Bugger off. When you're feeling broken-hearted, like all the better men are gone, remember when I used to be so understanding? I just let you rattle on and on and on and on and on. Ooh. Well, I've woken up and I understand that you never planned to be with a really nice man standing there like some humongous pawn on your front lawn. See, I was simply the non-threatening platonic entity you'd rather be with an asshole. So if you ain't gonna turn me on, bugger off. Why don't you go whip up someone else's froth? Bugger off. Suspension bridge. Yes, I'm insensitive. Yes, I'm incurable. Yes, I'm in trouble with all my ex-spouses. And no, I'm not worried like leftover curry. I'm one of the privileged patriarch's houses. And call me a chauvinistic, anti-feminist, dumb testosterone-powered capitalist, lazy and lousy and short-sighted too, since this is all according to you. Well, it must be true. Every blessed syllable is true. Well, whoop-de-woo. They're calling this the me generation. I'm gonna get back to you on that. Supposedly this whole big societal situation demands a man step up to the metaphorical that. Well, it seems that I'm supposed to be so contrite and apologetic 'cause I'm white and a masculine hetero sexual and it ain't no fun. Well, tally up everyone's ledgers and I'm on the hit list unless I repent for the sins that my grandest fathers had done. Well, I've tried the sensitive bit and it's worked like a piece of chocolate in the blistering sun. You see that? The poster just fell over right when I did the last. That's cool. My vanity I refuse to dump. Bugger off. Why don't you go beef in someone else's broth? Bugger off. Why don't you go stifle someone else's cough? Bugger off. Why don't you go suntan someone else's goth? Bugger off. Why don't you just molt into a dusty moth? Banging your dusty little self against the dim 20-watt light bulb like a. Like a stupendously slovenly supercilious sloth. I'm asking you nicely. Bug yourself off. Holy Josephine! I'm just sweetening the audience because it's a recording, right? That's what you're supposed to do. I don't think you're supposed to have an epilogue. Oh. So I wrecked it, right? Well, we can edit this later. We can fix it in the mix, right? Right on. Okay. I set my drink up for hands-free operation now. Notice, watch this. Thank you very much. It's called production values. I want a girl with glasses, she's erotic like a love game. I prefer the narrow lenses with the tasteful trim around the frame. These ladies know the score, forgotten more than phony fashion ever knew. A woman wearing glasses, she's hypnotic like a breakthrough. I want a girl with glasses. The cutie with the dreadlocks used to labor at the craft store. We exchanged our little quips. I wanted to arrange a little more. I used to wander in and watch the sunlight hit her skin all afternoon. But she mentioned contact lenses and my senses bolted from the room. I want a girl with glasses. Help me find a girl with glasses. She can't understand how she understands the man completely. But she'll see how easy it can be when she's through with my epic chemistry. I want a girl with glasses. She's so fine, make her mine. She's so fine, make her mine. She's so fine, make her mine. Help me find a girl with glasses. If you've got a girl with glasses, you'll get gobbled by the goodness. She can lay those honey kisses, but she's as stable in a crisis. If you can bear Bell's bifocals, you'll be blinded by the beauty. She's a version of a version of perfection floating towards me. A prescription for production of affection in the city. A superlative selection for a gentleman's proclivities. I want a girl with glasses. She's so fine, make her mine. She's so fine, make her mine. She's so fine, make her mine. Never mind the blinded masses. Help me find a girl with glasses. Wearing nothing but her glasses. There you go. Woo! I won't say a thing. But the crowd just got bigger, you see? Any requests, anybody? What? Fillmore. Live. At the bomb scare. I mean the bomb shelter. Get it? You get it, don't you? There's a bomb on this. Any requests? As long as I wrote it, I'll play it. Okay. Thanks, I forgot about that. Okay. I have to do it in a different key because you don't want to show how weak a songwriter you are because you write everything in the same key. So that's where the capo comes in. That's all right, just the capo. Odd-numbered capos are very good to break that monotony. For example, you play something in C. If you put it on capo 3, it's actually E flat. And who would ever think that a singer-songwriter would write a song in E flat? Exactly. Great for, yeah. Well, yeah, well, that's later. You'll love that. Whew. This song is a true story. My request. Observe the hands-free operation. love to eat spaghetti just as often as I can. Ever since my diaper days, I've been a loyal fan. But after every dinner time, one messy fact remained. The plates we had weren't deep enough to keep the sauce contained. So I left the parents' nest as an independent man, almost fully settled in, all according to my plan. One last task was incomplete, till then victory could wait. I had to find the ultimate spaghetti holding plate. The Salvation Army store sells housewares really cheap. Kmart sellers fail me both, so here their prize I'd reap. I sauntered in, I saw this bin marked F for stuff that's free. From within this bin, the perfect plate awaited me on a horsey. Deep and heavy in my hands, it could handle wear and tear. Down upon the underside, an inscription resting there, and it said Sadler Royal Oak brand tableware. Now it's my Sadler Royal Oak brand of tableware. I just knew I had to rustle up some sauce that night. The recipe from Mama's side, I've almost got it right. My plate stood ready for the test as the goop was pouring in. If even one smidge overflowed back to the freebie bin. Sloshed my skethers to the front, sloshed them all around the back. My plates proudly bore the brunt of this pasta sauce attack. Yes, sir, my Sadler Royal Oak was right on track. Yes, sir, my Sadler Royal Oak was right on track. Not a single precious drop even saw the tabletop. At the risk of sounding bare, I'd say we're quite the perfect pair. Yes, it's my Sadler Royal Oak brand of tableware. You're made in China. Sadler Royal Oak brand of tableware. I did it to mine, yeah. Sadler Royal bargain tableware. I did it to mine, yeah. Now I suppose I'll try and find a job. Thank you. No, I'll do it for you. For you. I can't remember all the words. That hasn't stopped me yet, though. I asked you, huh? No, wait a minute. That's the wrong tune. I got it. If I break a string, the gig's over. Because I'm tuning the strings up. That increases the tension, Paul. That makes more stress. See the trouble you caused me. Treat me as a saint. Don't believe everything you hear. Emotion has to wait. My mind is not yet clear. Bridges burn and fall like the tides, time can stand still. Keep my fantasy inside and lose your way. Till the wait for me feels like I'm drowning. With the tides I gently sail in a sea of tranquility. Like the souls above, all my comrades drift by. My path can't ever fail and try to signal me. Envision me once more. How does it feel when you're from your hopeful memory drowning down? Keep away from me. How does it feel when you're inside, finally drowning away? Yeah. Thank you much. Thank you. I have to tune everything down again. I could break a string tuning down as well. Because when you're constantly raising and lowering the pitch, the string is going like this over the thing here, the thing it goes over. The nut, exactly. Or the other thing it goes over, the saddle. Horse, see? Saddle. Right. Didn't know that, did you? I'm going to do a couple more songs, and we'll bring this sophomore edition of the Dinner Theater. How many has this been? This has been, 6 or 7. Did you have the banner before, too? Oh, really? Right on. Well, stay tuned for more. Thank you both. My woman hates my guts. She says I dress too slovenly all the time. What does slovenly mean? Means you have wax on your legs. She maintains I drive her nuts. she testifies that my useless hide ain't worth a shiny dime. But since I'm paying some of those hydroelectric bills, I'm still allowed to call my baby mine. My doggy's name is Rex. The cutest little terrier a man could ever own. My woman loves him best. She's walking here for hours and leaving me all alone. She feeds him apple by the spoonful. My baby just adores his cute little wet nose. Have them doggy blues. Watch out now. My woman just gave me her ultimatum. She said our loving's gone. She said she'd leave, but she believed she was taking Rex along. Over the dark day afternoon, my furry friend was turning tail and leaving me so low. I was powerless to stop them. Well, but I should have had him neutered long ago. Oh. Just saying that's how Elvis finished his songs. He lunged with the guitar and then he lunged the guitar. So it would go like, it was a two-tier system he used. He would crouch first and then he would lunge the guitar second. Thank you. Yay or nay, indeed. I'll do one more song. It's from my I Wanna trilogy. The middle song of the trilogy. And it's something I'm seriously considering. Because I think I could do a good job. I wanna be the mayor, commanding every city council nor the municipal player with the largest office in the downtown core. Bylaws all composed by me, the chambers quake when I decree. I'll modernize and cut the fat, benevolent hip autocrat. Where have my poor opponents hid? They've all just witnessed what I did. Don't need a re-election bid, a claim to fame without a lid. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I was made to be the mayor. I I'd kick some backs around behind my doors. I'd curry local favor and rig the ballots at the Arts Awards. Throw them skater kids in jail. They used to laugh and call me names, 'cause I was limping down the trail, pathetic, sinking in my shame. The world wished I was dead and gone, and now I'm wallowing in brawn. Payback's gonna be so deep, they'll curse his honor in their sleep. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I was made to be the mayor. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I was made to be the mayor. I gotta give back to this city. It's given me a bad job and a bad heart and a bad attitude like a badminton bird. I need to get my nails all gritty, 'cause it's never really pretty when a corpse gets cured. I wanna be the mayor. You'd see me every night, in case you forgot. The talk shows and the papers would proudly publicize my daily spot. She'd want me back with my new clout, and she'd regret she tossed me out. She never thought I had a plan. She used to call me Zero Man. Now she'll phone my business line, whine how her love life's in decline. But I'll resist those evil ways, 'cause now I drown in chicks for days. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I was made to be the mayor. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I was made to be the mayor. I'm the mayor with the layer of the flavor for the braver. My behavior is a savior. I'm the raver, budget shaver. I'm not afraid to be the mayor. I'm the grade A groovy mayor. Thank you very much. Good night to you all. Good night, gentlemen. Woo! Dinner theater. Right here. The bomb shelter. I say dinner, you say theater. Dinner. Dinner. Isn't that awesome? Good night. I told my dad that I was growing old. He said, "For God's sakes, you're only 22. Just wait until your body starts to fail. You'll be feeling worse, I promise you." I was only feeling lonely, trying just to find us some common ground. I was merely feeling weary. When has he really wanted me around? Somebody told me the truth, I hope, about a woman I have known for years. Finally she's moving off to love someone, finally will ease her fears. I'm not begging, I'm not crying. See in my direction, you won't hear a sound. My pretending, all my lying, did she ever know I would have been around? Tell me where I go from here. Darkness is bleeding. almost 23. But wait until your little bank runs, then you'll understand you should have followed me. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry that I never wanted to let you down. Please forgive me, please forgive me. I wish that you'd wanted me around. Please forgive me, please forgive me. I wish that you'd wanted me around. Please forgive me, please forgive me. I wish that you'd wanted me around.